Okay, so wonderful, delightful. So we got the first four players of the wedding party. First four and players all divided by 3. It's done. So the first 4 players. Would you please shake hands? Group hug. Group photo. Please kiss each other. No, I insist. I insist. I insist. Best man, matron of honor. You can do this. You know, the Bible talks about holy kissing. You can do this. You can do this. Trust me. Okay. All right. Whew. That was a smoking hot party of 4. Man, don't you just want to get these people hooked up and just like, all right, let's get this rolling, people. We need to have like thousands of these things every single day. Just have a giant big hoopla. Okay, I'm high on this one. All right, so our wedding party. Every word divides by 3. That was our wedding guest list. Okay, so shall we move on? Okay, the next characters in this famous story are, of course, the bridesmaids and the ushers. Okay, that's what this book refers to them as. Okay, ushers are the names for the gentlemen supporting the groom. You can do it, man. We're here with you. We got you covered. You know, after this, we can play basketball with you, man, just to de-stress a little bit. No. Okay, so ushers. Ushers divides by 3 and bridesmaids divides by 3. So let's add them to the wedding party here. This is a party ordained by God, and just so you know, I'm not joking. This is exactly what this wedding planner book says: bridesmaid number 1, number 2, and then it says usher number 1, and usher number 2. And then this is my favorite part that just keeps going. This gets crazy. Now you get the little kids involved. Remember, the flower girl and the ring bearer. Well, by divine ordinance, those 2 guys knit together to divide by 3 as well. This is so cool. This is so cool. Are you seeing how all the like male and female counterparts in the wedding are like knitting together to make beautiful multiples of 3? So if the flower girl wasn't there, the ring bearer would be sad. He'd be like, "Where's my 3? This isn't right. Where is she? There's supposed to be a blonde little girl with braided hair, like about my height. I don't see anyone." And he'll be angry. He should be. And then, you know, if there's like 3 ushers on the male side and there's only 1 bridesmaid, they'll just be like, "What kind of math is this? I did better math than this in high school. What is this? Is this some kind of joke?" People like taking their calculators to weddings or like throwing up their hands. They're like, "What kind of math is this? Brother, what is this here? I came here to get hooked up. You're short a couple bridesmaids. What kind of math is this? This is not math." "What kind of wedding is this? My brother. Did you do the math, my brother? 3 bridesmaids, 3 ushers. Did you do the math? Brother, what grade?" Flower girl all angry. She's like, "Where's my cute little male ring bearer dude that I'm supposed to like, you know, be in the procession with?" She's like, "I've had enough of this," throwing her flowers in the trash and walking out of the church. Parents are just like all up in arms. We're like, "I don't know, we lost him." He's like out in the mud or something. She's like, "That's okay, I'll take him dirty." The ring bearer plus the flower girl. You're like, there it is. Staring me in the face. Ordained letters. Set in stone. Set in diamond. These things are not changing. So we can't wait to get that one. But it's the bridegroom. It's the bridegrooms plus the ushers. Now, I knew this one was going to be funny. There's something ridiculously funny about seeing these members of the party come down the aisle together. Everyone's always got a silly grin on their faces, especially the guys, because they're like, "Oh man, this girl is like looking really good. Like she's always looking way better than the guy," and he's just got a silly grin on his face. He's like, "Man, I don't get this kind of treatment that often." It's like, where else can a guy get a girl on his arm that conveniently without having to do much? Well, you were the friend of the bridegroom, and he invited you, and oh my goodness, you get to walk down the aisle with this beautiful person. All right. Yeah, it's just a silly grin. They always have this silly grin as they come down the aisle. It's like, yeah, man, this is just played it happy. And the girl has a silly grin too, because she's just happy as can be. All right. So, as I flip through the wedding planner book here, to get to our gems here, so just so you can see where I'm pulling this data from, right at the front of this book, your wedding style, every word divides by 3. So look, there's 3 different styles. We're going to get to that in a second. You can go a formal wedding, okay, or you could do a semi-formal wedding, or you could do a informal wedding, like on a beach or somewhere, I don't know. You can go formal on the beach if you want, but so here it is. There it is. Bridesmaids and ushers. So this wedding planner recommends for a formal wedding 4 to 10 bridesmaids and 4 to 10 ushers. Why don't you do everything in multiples of 3? I'm serious. You can even have them wearing names on their back as they go down the aisle. Father, Son, Holy Ghost. You know, it's like Trinity glorifying wedding, like really strong. You're like, man, these people are really into labels at this wedding. You ever been around one of those really organized people that loves to label everything? Oh yeah, everything's got a name. Well, we could be proud about it. It's like label on the back of like the bride. You're just like, okay, we'll leave that one for the books. Okay, so let's get the ushers and the bridesmaids on the board. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Now, both of those words divide by 3 individually, so they're already singing their heads off, and truly they're happy by themselves. You know, let's just for simplicity's sake, let's say let's go big or go home. Let's say there's 9 ushers and 9 bridesmaids, or maybe 6 apiece, or maybe 3 apiece. But let's say 9. This is going to be a long wedding. It's like, oh, here, you know, complete strangers, you know, happens to be in a church building, joins, you know, the wedding ceremony. Oh, here they come. Oh, okay, no, that was just a random couple that's not the real marriage couple. Okay. Oh, here they are. Oh, no. Okay, number 2. Oh, surely now. No, number 3. Okay, next one. No, that's 4. Maybe now. No, that's 5. Now, 6. Okay, this one, 7. This one, 8. This one, 9. Okay, there's a lot of people that are en route to getting hitched as a result of this wedding that aren't the people actually getting hitched at this wedding, but it's sure a lot of fun. Okay, so 9 ushers and 9 bridesmaids. Now what's cool about that is the word 9 in 4 letters divides by 3 as well. So now you're getting really cool, because when you talk about the fact that your wedding had 9 ushers, you're glorifying the Trinity even more by saying 9 ushers. And everyone's just like, are you kidding me? How did you pull that off? Well, we did as Jesus told us to. We dragged people off the streets to invite them to our feast. Isn't that profound? You could actually do that. Remember when Jesus said, when you give a feast or a dinner, do not invite your rich friends. He said, invite the poor, the maimed, the lame, and the blind. You could easily have 9 ushers at your wedding. This is very rare, but you easily could have 9 ushers, 9 bridesmaids at your wedding if you invited the poor and the broken. They would gladly come, especially if you paid for the clothing and the makeup and the food and all that. That would be very interesting. Okay, so let's get the ushers and the bridesmaids on the board. And so this is, you know, I like the fact that, yeah, matron of one. Okay, so, you know what? Well, we'll just put them on top here. We'll erase the Mr. and the Mrs. So we can leave this all on there. And so we keep the bridegroom and the bride in the center. And I like to leave some remnants in there. So now we have, let's put the male party on top here, the ushers. Nice 6-letter guy that divides by 3, really glaring. And then you have the bridesmaids. This is too fun. And like I say, folks, in my personal opinion, everyone should be wearing white. How gorgeous would that be? I remember going to a church service in Fiji, in the South Pacific, and on Sunday, everyone wears white. And they dress up the very best they can. White everything. White shoes, white pants, white ties, white undershirts, white overcoats, and the women all have these really pretty white hats that are really beautiful and floral decorated, and everyone is snow white. And of course, many of them have darker skin, being Fijian, and it's just the most gorgeous, stunning, high contrast, blissful scene you've ever seen. Everyone wears white. Revolution. White. Remember, the word white equals mantle. Jesus wore white. Okay, this is what we call white mantle. Mantle equals white. We preached on white and wearing white in another video. It was just a flood. The Bible even says, let your clothing always be white. It says, rejoice. You know, it's rejoicing. Okay. I would even wear white to a funeral, because now you're celebrating that the people are in heaven, provided they confess Jesus Christ as God in life. Okay. So the ushers plus the bridesmaids. Let's do the total here. You know, it's always funny, because when these kind of couples get put together, there's always some funny things that happen. Like, the appearances are always very off, because chances are they're not a real couple in life. And so the classic one is you got, like, you know, the short chubby guy and like the amazingly like beautiful tall slender girl, and he's just like totally out of his league, but he's like grinning like a silly dog as he walks down the aisle, and she's just having a ball, you know. Or it's just like, you know, it's like the odd couples that are dressed to the nines to pretend they're couples for less than 5 minutes down the aisle. I love it. Love, people. Love. Lay down your arms. Love anyone. Okay. So, bridesmaids. Questionnaire. Okay, let's do this fun. The question everyone wants to know is, can we find love in the bridesmaids? I don't know, man. We better if we're gonna have a hope of asking them on a date after this wedding ceremony is over. It's like, you know, all the guys in the audience like, oh my goodness, those bridesmaids are looking pretty darn nice. Can we find love in the bridesmaids? That's the question everyone wants to know. So we'll find love in the bridesmaids, and I mean, it's all threes, but it's fun to find love. Exactly. Let's do the ushers first. You got 3 pairs, really easy. 3 pairs. It's like, this is glaring. What does the whole thing add to? 24 plus 21. Wow, it's pure nines. So look at all the nines and ushers. Here's triple nine. Here's double nine. And then these last 3 letters add together to make 45, 5 nines. It's incredible. So 45 plus 18 is 63 plus 27 equals 90. Lovely. And that's beautiful. And what's cool with that is when you put the word "the" in front, then you get 1, 2, 3 exactly. The ushers then adds to 1, 2, 3. Whenever you solve something like this, and it's now been solved, you're just like, the ushers. Take a magic carpet ride right now. By the way, magic carpet ride, every word divides by 3. It's just a fun phrase. Okay. The ushers. The ushers. Okay. By the way, that's not a plug for like the word magic. I think of the word magic as in fantasy, like imagination, not like, oh, I'm gonna practice sorcery and like kill someone here. No. Okay, it's all about, you know. Anyways, we're not gonna get into that now. But that's what I think of when I think of the word magic in that context. You know, a fantastic ride in the imagination. Okay, let's redefine the word magic, like imaginative, right? Okay, magic carpet ride. God gave us the imagination. It is a pure pleasure. Okay, so the ushers. So take a magic carpet ride. The ushers. Would the ushers please come forward, please? Have you ever noticed they always say the word please twice? You know, typically it's like. Or would the ushers come forward, please? Okay, no, these are real. Okay. The ushers. Okay, so bridesmaids. Very cool. So bridesmaids. Let's find love exactly in the bridesmaids. I'm confident that we can. And SH, I'm just checking for ushers, not exactly. Okay, that's fine. So let's find love in the bridesmaids. Can you find love in the bridesmaids? Every usher is hoping so. He's like, I gotta link arms with that person. They better be loving enough to accept me. Okay. So can you find love in the bridesmaids? Every man wants to know. Well, let's find it right now. Let's do for nines. Here's our irresistible 9 plus half a or 9 plus double 9 at the center of the word Christ. Here's our irresistible DE with the 9 right there. Now, how can we play around with this? This is what we got interesting. We can go 33, we can go 24, plus 9 would be 33. Wow, this is just interesting. But let's try and get more 9s. Well, the I is 9 all by itself. And then the B and the D can go 6. B and M can go 15. Plus 39. There's another love. A love just jumped out at me right there. SMS 39 plus. Well, let's just do it simply here. Here's a 33. There's a 33 plus the B and the S. Makes love. That's really cool because there's a lot of letters that don't divide by 3. So there's love number 1. So there's a love in Bridesmaids. We captured bookends. Got this trio in the center. And then what's cool about that is it's flanked by 9s, and there's just 9 and double 9. So here in that trio there, we got love, plus 9, plus 9, plus 9, plus double 9. And then like I said, hold the phone. Did I miscalculate something on Bridesmaids? No, I just, B and S got married. Wait a minute. Maid divides by 3, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. Bridesmaids, 33. Plus 21, there's your love. Well, maybe I did miss something. MAD, 14, 18. Oh, cool, that's really cool. Whoa, just the more you look, the more you see. So, maid, wow, this was worth the price of patience. So let's go back to our maid and matron. This is too good, wow. So maid is half a love. It's 27. Good gracious, composed of 9 plus double 9. Oh my goodness. So maid, this is crazy. So maid is half a love. 3 times 3 times 3. And remember, matron was love points higher. Matron is love plus half a love, which is 81. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. That is screaming out. So, can you find love in a maid or a matron? Yeah! It's sitting right there. Okay. Ask her out with boldness. Bring your calculator. No. Honey, I've just calculated that you have love inside of me. Okay. It's true. With boldness. Okay. By the way, that's a divine phrase, with boldness. It really is. It's like 4 letters per syllable, with boldness. And every syllable divides by 3. Bold is 33, ness 57, that makes 90 perfectly, with is 60, 60 plus 90 is 150, 15 times 10. With boldness. Just say it right now, just get happy. With boldness. You'll just be like, alright, I can do this. Ask her out. With boldness. Just like, laid back skateboarder dude, he's like, that's not how I roll. Okay. Alright. With boldness. Okay. You just say it all night, just get happy. With boldness. Okay. Maid, half a love. Matron, love plus half a love. One more time. Maid, half a love. The Matronia, love plus half love. If you add Ian to anything just for fun, it adds 24,888. So sometimes it's really fun to just add Ian to stuff. It's hilarious. It's like, the Matronia, would you please step up in the name of love? The Matronia of honor. The Maidian of honor. Why don't you just link a bunch of them together? The Matronian Ian. Okay. Would the Matronian please step up? Oh, so there it is. Love plus half love. Done. Done. Okay, so that was cool. Now it's just too obvious now. Look at where you find these 9s. So maid is 27 just in set. RI is 27 just in set. Then you've got a 9 sitting right next to it if you want to go that route. Or you could go 24,888 in the center. The B and the D can get married. Now why am I failing to... Oh, it doesn't divide by 3. Well, bridesmaid all by itself. Well, well, well. So, what does bridesmaid add to? Well, there you go. So somehow there's this is going to knit together with like, you know, all sorts of other words with an S on the end. And well, what does it add to? Just bridesmaid without the S. 27 plus 27, love, plus 9 is 63, plus 21 is 84. And interestingly, that equals the word Mrs., which equals Mr. Bridesmaid. But I, truth be told, I thought, when I did it in my mind first, I thought bridesmaids plural divides by 3. So, back to the drawing board. I have to understand that one. Well, we definitely got a lot of gold out of that, but we're still putting the puzzle together. Bridesmaids plus ushers. Ho, hum. Usher all by itself would be 71. 155. You put a bridesmaid plus an usher together, that's 155. I've talked about that one a million times, and add 38 on top of that. And you start getting into the law of prime. That's pretty cool. 193, yeah. Interesting. Brides, maids. Yeah. I mean, then you start doing stuff like bride plus bridesmaids would be an obvious 3 fest. Bride plus bridesmaids. That divides by 3. And then does it work for the alternative? No, it doesn't. For bridegroom plus. Alright, so there's one that I'm a little bit uncertain about. But we solved a bunch of stuff while we were in there. Okay. Well, let's do the ring bearer plus the flower girl. That divided by 3 nicely. 48 plus 24, 72, 74, 79. Ring bearer, 79 plus 18, 97. Ring bearer is 97. Ring bearer. I wonder if there's another term. I wonder if there's another term for the men in a wedding party other than the word ushers. I wonder. Yes, man. There might be, but maybe not. Well, if there is, somebody find it. Somebody dig until we get our satisfaction on this one. You will find it if you dig and you play around. So, and then and then the flower girl. What is the flower girl? Okay, let's just giddy up this 39 plus, so there's 45, 72, 90, 95, it's 23, 118. So what does the ring bearer plus the flower girl combination come to? That's going to be 225. Oh my gosh, that is too perfect. Well, that one is too perfect. That's too perfect. That's 15 times 15 exactly. That's the full birth name of the Queen. Queen Elizabeth Alexandra Mary, by Divine Ordinance, Queen Elizabeth divides by 3, just like Queen Victoria. And the current year, 2015 in text, equals this number, 15 times 15, just like the National Anthem of Canada. So that is too obvious. That's really obvious. Like you talk about, we had a little bit of a, uncertainty in the connection, a lot of stuff in there. But this ring bearer plus flower girl equals 15 times 15 exactly. That's glaring, like that is so sublime and perfect. And then really obvious stuff, like the fact that you've got 4 letters here, 4 letters here. And then you've got 6 letters here, 6 letters there. So it's an obvious combination, the ring bearer plus the flower girl. And then when you add the word the in front, you get 66 on top of that. That pushes us up to 291, divides by 3 as well. The ring bearer plus the flower girl. Which is, amazingly, that is, 3 times 97, okay. Crazy. Well, that's cool. Yeah. The ring bearer plus the flower girdle is a triple of 97. The ring bearer was 97 all by himself. So that's pretty cool. And then this, the adds another double of that. Really obvious. So that's really cool. All right. Well, that was certainly fun. Okay. What else now? Oh man. So I want to talk about the 3 levels. So this book says there are 3 categories of weddings: formal, semi-formal, and informal. Okay. This, she says, it's related to various things, but it is true that when you're invited somewhere, you're invited to a reception. Reception divides by 3. When you're invited to a reception or some kind of event, they either say, or just anything, job interview, whatever. Oh, we're informal here. Oh, semi-formal. Oh, formal. It's like this is a funeral procession of someone famous. If you're presiding over the ceremony, you're going to be formal. Isn't that cool that there's exactly 3 categories of fashion? That's crazy. It's like, which one do you spend the most time in your life doing? Me, it's definitely informal. Some people, it's more semi-formal. Some people spend a lot of time in formal dress. Like the Queen of England, she spends a ton of time in formal attire. Like, wow. Let's get those 3 words on the board. Okay, so formal, semi-formal, and informal. I'll just talk about them briefly. Oh man, more wedding terms. Like I told you, this is going to be a marathon, folks. This is going to be a marathon. All right. So, we happy with that? I'm happy with that. Let's make room. Let's make room for the three types of dress. This is pretty. Let's put formal at the top. This is pretty obvious. Let's write it out 3 times quick because it's obviously repeated 3 times. So this is really obvious, 6 letters each time. This adds to 65, formal. And then when you add semi and in front, what's really cool is you get 3 pairs of letters that make multiples of 3. Really obvious that in 6 letters adds to Jehovah perfectly. Famous 69. So it couldn't be any more obvious who takes the glory for the 3 levels of fashion. Isn't that cool? That there's like 3 levels of fashion. Like, it's like, no, there's 3. It's like you either show up to the party informal, or you show up to the party semi-formal, or you show up to the party formal. Pretty cool. And I mean, the word formal is so dripping with letters divided by 3. Like, that's so cool. That is so cool. And even the number 65, by the way, glorifies number 3 because it's 5 times 13. And 5 is the 3rd prime, and 13 is the 6th prime. We've talked about that before. So a triple of these together, it makes 195. And then when you add all this to the party, the whole thing comes to 264, which is a triple of 88s. Excuse me. 264. Which is a triple of 88s. Okay. But I love this. So there's a pair of letters there. SE 24, MN 27, and then the 2 I's both divided by 3. 3 teams of 3s, and then it's just obvious. It's like 6 letters for formal, and then 6 letters for semi plus in. So it's all 3s. Isn't that cool? Like, just stop and meditate on this. Like, I mean, we just solved that there's 3 levels of formality that you can dress up as in this life, like in this world, like whenever you go out in public. It's like, are you informal? Are you semi-formal? Or are you formal? I have to admit, my first gut reaction is that a good life, an interesting, cool life would have a variety of all three of these in it. That's just my gut thought. You know, a very rich life would involve a healthy amount of formal dress up, a healthy amount of semi-formal dress up, and a healthy amount of informal dress up. It's like, can you schmooze with the rich people? And can you hang out with the poor people? That kind of idea. There you go. Interestingly, it has just occurred to me that one of these terms divides by 3 all by itself. Which one is it? Well, it's actually semi-formal in the middle. Cha-ching! Semi-formal divides by 3. Formal is +2. Informal is +1. So, now you can just do the obvious pair of formal plus informal. Sometimes it's that simple a decision. Sometimes people, I mean, what does that number add to? Well, it's 130 plus 144. Wow, that's 153. These two guys. That's a famous number. That's the number of fishes Jesus ordained his disciples to catch the 3rd time he appeared after his resurrection. Very famous 3. Okay, just ask Jesus. So what does that mean semi-formal is? Minus the 264, that's going to be, wow, 111. Bang on the nose. That's awesome. I love perfect things like this. Wow. Cool. Wow. So semi-formal is 111. Bang on the nose. Cool. And you got formal and informal. Don't you be getting formal with me, man. I can't handle that. Informal. Informal, semi-formal, formal. Truth be told, I'm wishing and hoping my life has more formal events in the future. I've been very much Mr. Informal for most of my life. I need more of category 1. Attend more funerals. No. Okay, no. All right. There you go. That is really cool. Like 3 levels of fashion. Formal, semi-formal, and informal. I mean, milk divides by 3, divides by 9, in fact. Equals 9 plus quadruple 9. But informal. I love solving everything that's currently in the palm of our hands. Jesus always called people into the present. Well, look, this is what we call fresh local milk. In 3 words divides by 3. Okay. Buy local. It'll be fresh. How profound. The word fresh and the word local divide by 3 when they knit together. That's a pretty obvious combo. I like that a lot, in fact. Fresh, local. Makes sense, doesn't it? If you want something to be fresh, shop local. It's like these 2 letters divide by 3, these 3 letters divide by 3. SH, fresh, local. I'm so happy about that, I gotta finish the job. 48, 56, 57, 60, 84. Oh my goodness, fresh plus local adds to 99 perfectly. Stunning. So, fresh, local milk adds 36 on top of 99, which is 135, which is 3 times 3 times 3 times the 3rd prime, which equals love plus half of love. There, I just solved this fresh local milk and all fresh local milk in the history of the universe. And while simultaneously proving that if you want things to be fresh, you should shop local. Done. I mean, we don't send milk from here to Asia. That would be silly. Wouldn't be very fresh, wouldn't it? Okay, I need to plug in this video camera because it's telling me the battery is going to go. I don't want it to run out. We want this video to be continuous. To be continued. All right, let's carefully plug this in. Okay, so we successfully did that. Now we can go forever. Didn't you love the teacher that said that? Now we can go forever. Okay. So, Are we more or less centered? That's fine. Okay, so this truth video brought to you by fresh local milk. Adds to love plus half a love. 3 times 3 times 3 times the third prime. Drink up. And of course, drink up divides by 3. Somehow it tastes even better now. No, just kidding. I can feel the numbers pulsing through my taste buds. Kids like consuming everything. They're just like, okay. Incidentally, folks, all things are by God's sovereignty. By divine ordinance, the most important vitamin to combat disease and help your immune system is, of course, vitamin C. Why? Because C equals 3. There you go. If you start to feel something coming on, just chug a ton of vitamin C. You actually can't overdose on this stuff. Just chug vitamin C, vitamin 3, to the glory of the Trinity. Your immune system will be all chipper. All right. So, who's next on The Price is Right? Okay, that was really cool. That's so cool. 3 levels of fashion. Of course, the word fashion divides by 3. Okay, so back to weddings. So what else did we? Of course, people divides by 3. This was cool. I just love perfect gems like this. 201 is one of my favorite numbers in world history. There you go. Our wedding style. Every word divides by 3. That's the famous 201. And then so there's all this. The person, these fancy little check boxes and all these nice words that you can solve. So the guest list is very important for wedding. Both words divide by 3. Guest is 72. List adds another 60. Both words divide by 12, differing by 12. Guest list adds to 132. Oh, this is a favorite one. This is so cool. I mean, there's obvious, and then there's like really obvious, and then there's like fundamentally obvious. Well, whatever category you pick, this fits all this one. This is one of my favorites. It's really obvious. So they got this page here where you make a list of all your guests. Guest, RSVP. Well, you know what to do here, don't you? RSVP divides by 3. In fact, it adds to exactly 3 points higher than guest. Oh my goodness! It's all foreordained. It's all God's plan. It's all God's story. Do you know Him? Do you worship Him? Do you spend silent time alone listening to hear His voice? Because He wants to talk to you. But you have to spend silent time alone with Him. So guest equals 72, and RSVP adds 3 points on top of that. Now this gets even better because I did the math on the French of what RSVP stands for, as far as I remember. Répondez, s'il vous plaît. And as far as I remember, the spelling of that in French, the spelling of that in full divides by 3. He's done it again, the sovereign God. So you got guest equals 72, RSVP equals 75. Both divide by 3, differing by 3. Now you're going to want to send out like 3,000 guest invitations and be like, I just need to keep writing the word guest, and I need to get as many RSVPs as possible. In fact, honey, why don't we invite 3,333,333 people to the wedding? And we'll actually have that many invitations in paper, printed in gold. And it'll just be this giant 3-fest that everyone will be like, I need to be there. I need to be one of the 3,333,333 people at this party to the glory of the Triune God. And it's just going to be a giant dance hall. / week-long, like, do everything fest. Water slides on day 1, then we'll go to the theme parks on day 2, then we'll travel to the moon on day 3, then we'll do buffets on day 4, then we'll have a dance night in 5 different dance floors. Anyways, then we'll go surfing on day 6. Okay. It's the week-long wedding party with 300 million people. Okay. Believe me, that's what heaven's going to be like. Way better. Okay, so, guest. Are you on the guest list for Jesus' wedding? That's the most important guest list you need to be on. The phrase, the book of life. Oh, this is all getting good. So, the book of life is the official guest list for the wedding with Jesus. It's very important that your name gets on that list. How do you get your name on that list? You must confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised Him from the dead. And then the Bible says you are forgiven. You are saved. Hallelujah. Just because you believed and confessed. Believe and confess, both divide by 3. Just sing your head off. You're forgiven. But that's profound. So guest list divides by 3. Okay, it adds to 132. And then the book of life. Open your Bible to the book of Revelation, the latter chapters, and read about the book of life. Names are written in there. The name is King, okay? So the book of life, by way of review, is 30 plus 18 is 48. 69 for Jehovah plus 21 makes it 96 for book of life. Add the word the to make it 129. Very cool. Amazing. Wow, the book of life is exactly 3 points less than guest list. Both divide by 3, differing by 3. Just like guest and RSVP. So by my calculations, guest list was 132, was it not? The book of life was 129. Cool. Are you on the guest list? There is a party that goes on forever. It's pretty creepy, you know, that there's guest lists for places you can go in this world that are pretty divey parties. You know what I'm talking about. Like certain nightclubs, you're just like, whoa, this is terrible. Are you on the guest list for heaven? Okay. And then, of course, you do the wedding rehearsal. Rehearsal divides by 3, just like wedding. Okay. And then you always do a toast at the wedding. A toast! You know? Well, toast divides by 3. And that's a beautiful word, because you got the famous OST, which equals love, plus 21, 75. Okay. So that's cool. A guest list in the RSVP. Répondez, s'il vous plaît. I encourage you to do the math and the French for homework. He's just solving everything. Style, fashion, tip to toe, bridal wear. Like, it's all 3s. You can spend more time on it, but now I particularly love looking at imagery. I love looking at pictures of things and getting the words in my head when I look at things, and then doing the math on things that I see. Because God has made everything to have a beautiful ratio, a beautiful size, a beautiful proportion, a beautiful appearance in this whole thing. And I marvel at how when you go to a wedding, there are certain objects and people and items and things at a wedding that are obvious standouts. Like, you know, it's one thing, you can just, you know, have a list of words related to a wedding and they all are the same font and the same size. But when you actually go there and you're there are certain things that just stand out, like the red carpet. Red carpet. Carpet is a triple of 21s. And you can find each of the 21s, PE 21, TA 21, CR 21, in the word carpet. And then red is 27, the king of colors, 3 times 3 times 3. So a red carpet is 90 in 9 letters. And you say the red carpet, that adds to 1, 2, 3 exactly. The red carpet. Should you have a red carpet at the wedding? Yes. The red carpet, the carpet that the people walk down, might as well be red. You're just like, you go there, you see the beauty, what is obvious, what is central. I like stuff like this because I'm big into, like, you know, diamonds and jewels, stuff that's hard and lasts forever. Solve the terminology regarding rings. Of course, the word band is 21, the word ring is 48, divided by 3. And of course, the word vow. Ooh, let's stop for a second on the word vow, because that's one of the most important parts of the wedding. Words are king. When you give your word, that's the sacred act, the vow. God has never once spoken something out of his mouth that he did not fulfill. It's huge. So we're children of God. We are called to become more and more like Christ. He is molding us into his image. That means when words come out of our mouth, they must be fulfilled. They must be fulfilled. Okay? I had an appointment with someone today where they gave their word they were going to show up at such a time, and I knew it was pure negligence that they failed to show up, and I reprimanded them saying, when you give your word on something, do everything in your power to make it happen. God is sovereign, and if he interrupts your plans, that's fine. Okay. Now, I'm fine with anything pretty much. Anyways, I trust, but, you know, when stuff like that happens, anyways, I trust the sovereignty, but I still recommend a person. A vow. The word vow, how does it compare to the word word? It's very similar. You got the O at the center, letters that divide by 3 in the center, and the bookends. In fact, vow equals word. It's huge. And I gotta stop on this because words are king. Word equals holy, equals pure, equals pray, equals believe, equals desire, equals diamond. Vow equals diamond. Like, come on now. When you put that diamond on the ring, on the finger of someone, it's like a token of a vow, you know, a promise. It's crazy. So vow equals 60 equals word. And then when you say I vow, that adds to 69, which equals Jehovah perfectly. And then a wedding vow is just 66 plus 60. Marriage vow divides by 3 as well, but a vow. What comes out of your mouth must be fulfilled. That is the God nature. That's the way it was with all of the prophets. The prophets were what we call men of God. They were anointed, they were filled with the Spirit. And whenever the Spirit speaks, it always gets fulfilled. It's a really big one. When you think about God, whenever he speaks, it always happens. I absolutely believe as God graciously grows us in Christ's likeness, that happens far more often in our lives. Whatever we say actually happens. Even the word say divides by 15, being 15 points less than word and vow. It's 45. Just say the word we say. Just say the vow, and it shall be. You're just like, whoa. It's crazy. I mean, let's be... It's a covenant relationship. That's a good term. I know that's a good term. Wow. I've had these terms come to me. Divide by 3. Covenant relationship divides by 3. Starting with letters that divide by 3. Personal relationship divides by 3. Your relationship with God is both a personal relationship and it's a covenant relationship. A covenant relationship is one that lasts forever. You have promised to stay in relationship with that person till the end. Forever. That's a covenant relationship. Amazingly, a covenant relationship is simply based on confession. The word given out of the mouth of the two parties saying, yes, I commit myself to you. God has said that. He has already given us the offer of a covenant relationship in Christ. It's our job to receive it and say yes. That's a covenant relationship. I mean, we had some fun here. We solved some of the fanfare, and you can solve, wedding items and flowers and dress terminology and hair terminology and all these superficial things that happen at a wedding. The visual stuff, items. But, and then who else is at the wedding? Family members. Well, family and members will divide by 3, but covenant relationship. Let's do that one quickly. And let's find love in a covenant relationship. Because I just see the letters of love in it, which is why I want to get it on the board. you know what? I'm going to stack it. I have been feeling led by the Holy Ghost to stack terminology, words on top of each other to make beautiful multiples of 3. I'm not joking. I had this revelation from the Holy Ghost of the letters of God knitting together with someone's personal first name to make this perfect stack of 3s just like this. And I made this piece of word art. And what's really amazing is that their full name, Brienne, is the same thing, adding 33 points when you add the E and the E, but the bookends both make 3 times 3, and it's just stacking, okay? So watch this. So this is the first time I'm doing this, but I feel led to put covenant on top of the word relationship. And then we're going to find love in a covenant relationship. Well, I cannot resist the word love staring us right in the face. And that's now I know why we felt led to stack these on top of each other. Because lo and behold, love is sitting right there, perfectly aligned. Like that is perfect. The third letter in of relationship is the L. And then these 3 letters right above it make the rest of love. That is huge. This is a revelation here. Because you can have many relationships in this world. In fact, I'm in constant relationships. I'm in relationships with tons of things right now. My human soul, which is the true me, is in relationship with my physical body, which belongs to God. In fact, my whole being belongs to God, but I'm in relationship with the floor, I'm in relationship with the air, I'm in relationship with these lights and this clothing, and I'm in relationship with this pen and the words coming out of my mouth. It's like we're in relationships. Of course, the word relationships, plural, divides by 3, but this is an obvious correlation. There are many relationships that you have in life. How many covenant relationships do you have in life?